Hi, I'm Rick Schmidt with Sandry Fire Supply again, and we're going to show you taking the blades off of a cutting tool. The bolts are all Loctited on the TNT products, so just your normal hammer and impact wrench doesn't always break them loose, so sometimes you got to get an actual wrench and manually break them loose. And I'm going to remove the center bolt. Then I can remove the blades. And then I'm going to go through the process of wiping things up and cleaning things up. So I'm going to clean up every pin, wipe all the old grease off, any glass, dirt, any other debris. There's sometimes plastic debris left in them. So the glass will a lot of times get down in this little groove here, caught into the grease, that's the reason for that groove, is to catch some of the debris. If we don't clean that out on a regular basis, it will gouge the blades up and weaken them eventually. Once I got the blades all cleaned up and my pins all cleaned up, I'm going to take a sharpening stone and I'm going to hone the edge just to put a new edge on the blades. This will remove any high spot on the blade, which will allow the blade to have a better cutting surface. So what I'm using now is just a black dry graphite. And the reason we use this, really it just makes the tool look better, but is a good rust preventative. So then reassembly of the tool, I'm going to take and use a white lithium grease. I'm going to put it in that little groove, put a little on the inside where the shaft meets. I put a little around all the moving points. We use the white lithium because it has a good temperature rating. So again, as I go to reassemble this, I always make sure my bolts have a little blue Loctite on them. So then I'm going to reassemble my blades. I start with one blade on each side, and I put the other blade on the other side. This particular model of cutter does not have thrust washers on the top and bottom of the blades. It is just the blade itself. So when I get to this point, I can line them up, install my center bolt. Usually when you install the center bolt, you get quite a bit of buildup of grease on the top, so I always wipe it off. Clean it up a little bit, helps the Loctite to stick just a little bit better. Tighten things down. So once I'm done with that, I'll start the tool up and run it to wide open. As you can see, this is a little easier to talk through than a regular pump. It's not near as noisy. And then I'll make sure they close again all the way. And then I also like to make sure that I wipe off any residue that's left on the tool. Sometimes you get a little extra grease. Sometimes the Loctite is on top of the bolt. And then you want to make sure you return the tool to however the fire department likes it kept. The one thing you do with the tool is when you open it completely wide open or completely shut, you want to back it off just a little bit so that there's not pressure against the end of the piston inside the tool. So that's what I just did. I just backed it off a little bit. I can shut it off and the tool's back in service and ready to go once it's torqued down. Sandry Fire Supply and TNT recommend annual service on your TNT rescue tools. TNT covers their rescue tools with a forever warranty, not a lifetime warranty, a forever warranty. Call Sandry Fire Supply to schedule service on your TNT rescue tools, your MSA breathing apparatus, or your Mako breathing air supply systems.